Alright guys, name is Tyler aka Nanogenix, and today guys we are doing something I've been wanting to do for quite some time, which is talk about the year 3 anniversary. But before we actually begin, before we hop into today's video, I want to do a bit of house cleaning on today's video. First things first, number one, just to get this out here, as the title stated, it's a discussion, it's not news, it's not anything like that, this is not clickbait or anything of that nature. This is full on a theory discussion video about what I want to see, what I hope to see happens with year 3 on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Number 2, and to get this also out of the way, those renders and everything else you saw on the thumbnail you're gonna see later in this video are 100% made by me. This is not official, all of that. I just want to get that as clear and out of the way as possible. This is not meant to clickbait you into thinking there is year 3 anniversary news. None of that at all. And number 3, we are going to be breaking this into a year 2 recap, a year 3, what realistically hopefully happens in a year 3 kind of just like craziness out there. Still hoping it happens, but definitely classifying it in a very narrow like window of this actually happening. And number 4, and lastly, if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so yet, consider subscribing, joining the hashtag NanoFam today, as well as for year 3 hype, because it's right around the corner. Consider hitting that like button. Let's hop in. So first guys, year 2 discussion. Year 2 anniversary, which the anniversary of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle happens on the 29th of January, which depending on where you're at in the world, because it's the 29th of January in Japan, will probably be the 28th or later on the 28th of January. So really quick, shout out to the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle subreddit. A link to that will be down in the description below, as well as a link to all the renders I used in today's video and everything else. All the source material would be links all down below in the description. But luckily, Koala-san had a post from last year detailing all of the year 2 anniversary stuff, which is what you're seeing on your screen right now. And I just wanted to go over this, kind of give you guys probably a more idea of what happened last year, and hopefully will bring us into what we hope to see this year as part of year 3. So first things first, a login bonus of 92 Dragon Stones total, which was a big lump sum at first and then daily amounts and so forth. And there's a reason why I remember there being some Dragon Stones last year, and we're going to get to that too. Number 2 is a select Dokkan Fest, which was a God Dragon Stone, which is where we were able to choose matter of fact, right there, that one was the one you got for, I believe, logging in. That is the one where you actually choose one of the like SSJ3 AGO Goku, Tech Perfect Cell, and all of that. A daily Gacha ticket, which was where you every day you logged in, as well as I think if you used a certain amount of stamina, you got to get basically 2 tickets a day. One for logging in, one for using stamina, and you got to summon on a very specific year 2 like anniversary banner. Number 4 was exchanging these specific coins for the second anniversary, which they did, if I remember right, for the first, for basically Baba like treasure shop items, which were somewhat exclusive to year 2 a little bit. So hopefully we see that again too, because that's very good for like free-to-play players and everything else. Number 5, daily missions. Number 6, Dragon Stones for reaching a certain rank, which was what I was thinking in my head, because whenever year 3 happened, if you ranked up to 200, even retroactively, you went and you accepted a bunch of missions and you got a bunch of Dragon Stones. Would be cool if they updated this to a higher rank past 200, maybe like 400 or something like that, and you got Dragon Stones based on your rank. You go and you select the missions. Global of course has this now too, and that was why in my head I was like, man, I remember getting a lot of Dragon Stones for year 2 anniversary, and it's because of those missions for ranking up to rank 200. Then moving past that, a Dokkan Awakening for the Kid Goku, the SSJ Goku from the first anniversary, and then Gotenks, basically anyone that had like this up, and then it changed to a 2 for year 2 anniversary. I don't know what they'll do about 3, but I guess we'll wait and we'll see. Then a Shinron Twitter campaign where we went and we voted basically on what we wanted to be rewarded with. It was normally like Elder Kais. I think now they've been doing orbs and stuff like that, but pretty standard. Probably we'll see something like that for year 3. Story returns, also Dragon Stones for tweeting out on either Twitter or Line, which you don't actually have to do it. If you just click it and you go back into your app, you're good to go. Better training, once per day Hercule event with a platinum statue, Baba Shop Stella, Master Roshi event, medal events. All the ability orbs were open each and every day, which I hope they do again. Please, please, please. Then what I talk about a ton, 4x XP. Please bring this back at some point in time. Missions give a ton of XP, so I figure that's probably why we're, you know, like in 27, 28, all that. But I would love to see them bring back 4x, especially if they do something where if you rank up to like rank 400, you get a lot of Dragon Stones. And then return to past Dokkan events with half stamina, which we are now constantly have stamina on the JP version. Everything is at 25 stamina. Super Dragon Stones to pull on. It was the thing with with the old school, those 70% leads. Double Dokkan Fest with SSJ4 Goku and Vegeta. Of course, the hypeness as well as a new Dokkan event for SSJ4 Goku and SSJ4 Vegeta was a big deal, introducing the 120% leads as well as the SSJ4s finally coming to Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And then a new story event, which was the conclusion of the Baby arc, as well as you could get 2 SSRs from this event, which we all know about at this point. A Bulma event with a lot of items, which is a great event to farm, and then finally a 17th World Tournament. So all that aside, let's hop in now to what I hope to see as part of Year 3. Well, the big thing, the thing you saw on the thumbnail, is the introduction of hopefully Jiren into the game, as well as the new form for Vegeta. So a little bit of spoilers for last night. So if you don't want to hear any of this, click off now. Okay, so basically Vegeta attained a new level of Super Saiyan Blue. Basically, it was Super Saiyan Blue perfected. I don't know if we fully have a terminology as of recording this right now, but Vegeta basically obtained a new level of Super Saiyan Blue, and I would love to see that being part of Year 2's anniversary. And you know, there's no way that we could have some sort of hypeness for just Vegeta. Of course, if this happens, I would love to also see a UI Goku Dokkan Awakening finally as part of the Year 3 celebration. So bring us Jiren, bring us a new Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and give us the awakening for UI Goku. Now, included in that, they could totally do something that uses the same event where they finally give Kefla a Dokkan Awakening, or potentially Caulifla and Kel, or all three. Now, that is almost part of in the out there kind of situation, because I don't know that they would give us Dokkan Awakens for all these characters all at once, but it would not surprise me at all. So, we'll have to wait, we'll have to see, but what you're seeing on the screen are my mock-ups of what I would like to see, something similar to what they do for Year 3. Now, everyone, I feel like, has been talking about Year 3 and hoping it's Jiren, hoping it's the awakening for UI Goku, and hopefully that's what happens. And I don't know what could be more hyped than that right now in the world of Dragon Ball, especially with the popularity of Dragon Ball Super. But we could all end up being totally wrong. So right now, if you're watching this video and you have any opinions on what you think could happen with Year 3, whether you agree with me or you're thinking something completely different, let me know down below in the comments section, because I would love to hear back from you guys. Love to see what you guys are thinking. Me personally, I would not have taken the time to create these banners without me really thinking this is what they're going to do, and I fully believe this is what they are doing. So moving past that, a couple of the other more realistic things I think they will do for Year 3 is giving us another Extreme Z Awakening for, I think it'll be Cell, but it could be Cell, Full Power Frieza, or the Intelligence Ultimate Gohan, but I think up next is Tech Cell. So hopefully we get that. I'm actually very excited for Tech Cell. More excited for Tech Cell than the Broly, I think, but I also really liked the SSJ3 Goku Extreme Z Awakening. And then, of course, I'm sure they'll do a daily pull with a very specific Year 3 banner similar to what they did with Year 2. Now, one thing I didn't mention, but is definitely a big part of it, and you didn't see up on that list, was Dokkan Battlefield and LR Ginyu were both introduced as part of the Year 2 celebration. It was, I think, the Year 2 Part 2 of the celebration, because that's what they've been doing lately. They'll do a Part 1 that's for this specific amount, and then boom, kind of a resurgence of the year celebration, anniversary celebration, and they brought with it Dokkan Battlefield and LR Ginyu. So what to expect this year? Now we're going to hop into the Year 3 kind of sort of out there craziness part, but what I would personally like to see is a new stone introduced that is not the blue stone, not the red stone, maybe it's a green dragon stone, something like that, that gives you the ability to choose from one of the 10 120 leads. Now, me personally, I don't think I need any of them. I think the well that I am, or the kind of mini well that I am, because a lot of people have pointed out that some of the JP players are way past Rhyme and I, but still. And I use Rhyme as just an example because it seems like he and I get thrown into the same kind of pool a lot, because I feel like our summons are pretty close to each other. But anyway, is a new Dragon Stone, whether it's bundled in with the 90 Stone and now the Blue Stone is a free thing you get for logging in, or whatever it might be, would be cool if they introduced a new stone where you can actually choose one of the 120 leads, because I don't see a new meta. The one thing I'm not talked about is a new meta. With the Year 2 anniversary, we got a new meta, the 120 leads and stuff like that. I don't see that happening. I see them being category leaders and continuing this category meta that we've been in. And I don't see them pushing past the category meta for quite some time. I feel like that was introduced so they could kind of keep us kind of on par for a much longer time than what they had before. But I see them introducing a new stone, doing something like that. It is time. The last 120 lead to come out was SSJ3 Broly, which was over 6 months ago, so it wouldn't be a surprise for them to do this. Number 2 on this kind of sort of craziness out there is introducing a friend system update. Now, whether this is part 1, part 2, or just an announcement, hey guys, we are introducing a friend system update, just I pray that that is something that actually happens as part of the year 3 anniversary. Number 3 is a new mode. Maybe similar to Battlefield, maybe not, maybe using some of the assets of Battlefield. I think Dokkan Battlefield is fully dead. I don't see us seeing it again. I know probably a lot of work went into Battlefield, even though it wasn't very well received. I'm sure a fair amount of because it was using all the assets that we had in the game, but creating this whole new game mode that wasn't really that fun, in my honest opinion. I liked it at first, but as we sort of played through it, and I was actually trying to obtain the orbs to get the Ginyu, get the medals for the Dokkan Awakenings that were exclusive to those Ultimate Clash medals, I didn't really care for the mode that much. So I could see them using some of the assets they created for that mode to make a brand new mode, but hopefully we eventually see a new mode, at least this year, if not part of the year 3 anniversary, very soon. And lastly, but I'm not completely done talking here, but lastly, an LR banner. I think this one is even closer maybe than the others, because I could easily see them doing this, but an LR banner, and not something that's just free, giving out all that. You do still use stones, but everyone is featured. Like, the LRs are actually featured, whether it's the OG 590%, and then, of course, the new 3 100%, which are, of course, Bojack, LR Goten and Trunks, and the LR SSJ through Goku, just thrown into the pool like normal, but not actually featured, and the 5 OG ones are. But I could still see them doing this even more closely than the other 3 things I mentioned, and I think we will possibly see this, but I still wanted to put it in sort of the pool of, like, this might happen, but maybe not. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, guys. I think we will eventually see a new mode and potentially use some of the assets from Battlefield, but not be Battlefield at all. And we may see a completely revamped Battlefield that's actually fun. I don't know. But I would like to think that we see, at some point in time, a way to obtain LR Ginyu, please, that is outside of playing Battlefield, since that's obviously not coming back at this point, or at least not anytime soon. And would definitely like to see a new stone introduced, whether it is part of the 90 stone bundle or not, that you can obtain a 120 lead, because I know there's plenty of people out there that would love to obtain a 120 lead that hasn't been able to summon for it. So anyways, there you go, guys. I'm very excited for year 3. In case you didn't notice my time drop earlier, it does seem like, not seem like, but the year 3 anniversary should begin on the 29th of January. And we generally see a V-Jump scan that sort of gives us the information on all of that here within the next probably 5 to 6 days. So as of this video posting. So anyways, guys, this is my theory on what I want to see, what I hope to see for the year 3 anniversary. Feel free to let me know what you guys are thinking down below in the comment section, as well as, if you haven't done so yet, even though I mentioned it way beginning at the beginning of the video, consider subscribing, joining the hashtag NanoFam today, as well as consider slapping a like on today's video. Guys, have a great day. Keep on keeping on. Nanogenix signing off, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.